I am really buzzing right now. Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool. Liverpool player rating versus Newcastle United. Alisson Becker, oh my word, what can Liverpool do without this guy? The scoreline could have easily been 3-2 immediately after Newcastle United equalized, but this guy is rock solid. The way he was coming out to attack the ball even before Newcastle United players come forward. And the only problem we had was just that he had little problems with area ball. And that is the problem from the defenders because they were not assured of themselves on here. I would rate him a strong 7. Konate again, in my previous video, and if you saw that, I mentioned the fact that Konate has not been himself at all since the time he came back from his arm injury. And in this game again, he looked so shaky. The equalizing goal, he could have done better. He could have done better by fighting for the area duel, but then he chose to duck his head, and then Usula had the chance to nick the ball into the back of the post. He should be dropped. So I would rate him a 5/10. Virgil van Dijk, if not for the Liverpool captain, Liverpool could have conceded more because of the erratic play style of Konate currently. He's not been the same player, and Van Dijk has been the one covering up his shame a lot these days. He really did well by reading the game and helping Liverpool cover a lot of spaces that could have resulted in Newcastle United facing Alisson one-on-one. So I would rate him a 7.5/10. Szoboszlai, what a player. This guy is versatile. Versatile going forward, strong at the back. Harvey Barnes could not have a sniff at the back. In fact, I'm not sure Conor Bradley, nor Frimpong, nor Gomez would have done a better job defending Harvey Barnes like Szoboszlai did. He held his own, and Harvey Barnes have serious problems. He couldn't go past Szoboszlai because Szoboszlai is spacey, and Harvey Barnes was just a peripheral throughout the game, and he was substituted towards the end of the game. And to capital, his overstep for Rio Ngumoha's goal is superb. It's so nice because if he had struck the ball, he could have missed it. But the intelligence to realize that there is a player at his back and the way he just calmly deceived the Newcastle defenders and opened up for Rio Ngumoha. Kudos to him. I will rate him an 8, a strong 8 in this game. Kekes is still finding it difficult to settle into the Liverpool team. Fine, he really did try. He really did try, making a lot of things stick at the back, but we have not even seen any sort of attacking prowess from him at all. We've not seen the attacking prowess where we bought him from Bournemouth. So in this, and the first goal Guimaraes scored, it was totally at fault. Why would you back a player? Why would you back the ball? So I would rate him a 4.5 in this game. He was totally below par in this game. Gravenberg, come on, get in. Remember when Arne Slot said in his press conference that now that we have Gravenberg back in the starting lineup, Liverpool is going to be less susceptible to counter-attacks, and that really did happen because he really did battle it out with Joelinton and Guimaraes. If you saw my previous video where I mentioned the fact that the only person that can combat Guimaraes and Joelinton is Gravenberg, and he really did well in doing that. He was all over the place. He was there to mark, and he was very intelligent in marking them, even with the fact that he got a yellow card early on in the game. His marking was so tight, and his goal was fantastic. The goal came out from nowhere. Even Nick Pope could not even move an inch. That was fantastic. I would rate him a solid 8 as well. Curtis Jones, right? He doesn't do anything spectacular in the game. Just kept the ball ticking and kept on running. Didn't really have much threat in the game. He was just a passenger in the game. He didn't really put a foot wrong. Neither did he do anything creative or anything that would help Liverpool win Newcastle United. So I would rate him a 5. Florian Wirtz. The same thing we saw last game. There's still nothing to show in there from this guy. He hasn't really shown us the Florian Wirtz we bought from Bayer Leverkusen. is not really different from Curtis Jones in the terms of fine. He was tidy on the ball. He didn't really put a foot wrong, but there was nothing creative from him. We didn't see any attacking flair from him. He himself was more or less like a passenger in this game. Nothing spectacular. He was just there. He was just really there. So I'll give him a 5 also because he didn't put a foot wrong, but we didn't get anything from him in the game to help Liverpool in this game at all. Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah. Same old story, same as last week. We didn't see much of him at all in this game. And it's understandable because Newcastle United, this is a team that likes to run. And we saw that in the first 25 minutes of the game. Liverpool could not even do anything in the game. Liverpool, they dominated because they could run, they have power to run, the intensity was so high. And Mo Salah excels when a team allows Liverpool time on the ball. But this is Newcastle United who never allow Liverpool players on the ball, and it was just a peripheral in the game also. Not until late in the game, in the death, is assist again to Rio Ngumoha to finish off the game. Same as last week, nothing spectacular from him. It was a passenger all through the game. Not until the last breath, the assist to Rio Ngumoha. But then we need Salah to turn up. We need him to turn up. We need Salah to turn up. He has not really been himself. So I would rate Salah also a 6 because he actually assisted. But outside the assist, it was nowhere to be found in this game. His passes were erratic. This is not the Salah we want. We want our Salah of last season back. Cody Gakpo, this guy is really trying, right? He's creating chances, and like I said in my previous video also, we do not get to see the flair we see from the Luis Diaz on the wing, but he scores and he assists, and that is what we want. With Diaz, Diaz does too much with the ball, but with Gakpo, whenever he's on the ball, it's either he's looking to shoot or he's looking to create a chance for his teammate. Unlike Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz does too much with the ball. So I would rate him, with the fact that he created the 2 assists we had today, I would rate him a solid 8. He really did put in a strong performance from attack to defense. He was coming back to help out the defense. So I would rate him a strong 8 also. Hugo Ekitike. This guy, I said it in my previous videos that this guy is going to come good for Liverpool. This is not Darwin Núñez. Imagine all the 3 goals he has scored for Liverpool. These are striker instinct, one-time shot, and he knows when to shoot. Fine, he had serious problems in the first half because the intensity Newcastle brought was actually very new to him, I guess, because he himself he couldn't hold up play. His passes were erratic. He was just there. There wasn't much to see from him in the first half at all. And that's understandable because Newcastle United were all over the place. And you could see the way Fabian Schär and Dan Bond were onto him. And whenever he's onto the ball, they're already double marking him. And they are as tall as he is. So he had serious difficulties in between those 2 defenders. I would rate him an 8 because this guy has been the only top performer in Liverpool new signings throughout. So a strong 8, a solid 8. Rio Ngumoha, the substitute that changed the game. In 2 games now, it's running now, and a slot substitution has actually changed the game for Liverpool. Last game it was Federico Chiesa. This game it is Rio Ngumoha. This guy has big future ahead of him. I see a new Raheem Sterling in the Liverpool team. He just needs time, and that's why Liverpool has said Liverpool are backing out of Malik Fofana's deal, and they will rather allow Rio Ngumoha grow into the team. So I would rate him an 8.5 over 10 for winning us the game.